Hi, I'm Irving, and I'm an Adamaniac.
The Gotham City 100, racingdom's most exciting spectacle.
The Gotham City 100 is more exciting than the Indy 500, the Daytona 500, or any of the other big races that were household names in 1966. On the other hand, I have to admit there are things that happen at this race that I've never heard of happening anywhere else.
Make one false move, you got another mouth where your nose used to be.
Like some cowboy nut stealing your 1,000 horsepower horse. He drives off with the car and leaves the driver with a platinum bullet, his signature.
No doubt about it, Chief O'Hara. Shame has come back to taunt us with his western wiliness.
What kind of cowboy calls himself Shame? When you find out the answer, you may wish you hadn't asked. He stole 2 other vehicles as well, so it's time to call in Batman. At Wayne Manor, Bruce is finding a new way to humiliate Dick.
Bruce, that's wonderful, so exciting.
The trick is to make the cars go just slow enough so they don't fall off the track on the curves. It's child's play once you get the hang of it.
I guess I still haven't gotten it, Bruce. That's 3 in a row you've beaten me.
Makes no difference if you win or lose. It's how you play the game.
And you play it poorly, Dick. Hang your head and be embarrassed. At headquarters, Batman and Robin learn that Shame didn't take the whole vehicles, just certain parts from each one.
He purloined the 28-barrel carburetor from Grimaldi Smith's racer.
28 barrel. I once saw a picture of a car with 12 barrels. They took up the entire top of the engine. I have no idea where anybody would put 28.
Some custom-made alloy pistons from the engine of the go-kart.
And some mill heads from a hot rod.
So he's building a high-performance engine. That's easy enough to figure out. Now the question is why?
Meanwhile, in Western Land, a deserted and bankrupt movie studio on the edge of Gotham City, Shame has another axe to grind.
And even though its existence is common knowledge, nobody will think to look for him there, including the world's greatest detective. Check out his gang.
Force them.
Good idea! I'm gonna pour me 3 fingers this here tonsil varnish. I reckon that's why they call me Messy James, huh?
This is going to be painful, isn't it?
Okay, Eddie. Quit pounding your fingers. Get over here.
Okie Annie, with a rifle, like Annie Oakley. This is definitely painful. The other guy doesn't seem to have a name. It's probably just as well. The way this is going, they'd give him horrible gas and call him Hoss Fartright.
Well, I don't aim to have that happen no more.
Shame, honey. It ain't so much the car, it's the fellas what drive it.
I think she just told him he's a lousy driver. He still wants a vehicle that'll give him a quick getaway if he needs it, but about that time, they're interrupted.
Someone's a-coming!
Get away.
Good thing they all hid. That guy looks like trouble. He decides it looks like a good place to pretend.
Howdy, barkeep. My handle's Andy Stevens. Craft shirted me. The Pico's kid, I got 12 notches on my gun. And they ain't there because I like whittling. If you get what I mean. Let me have some of your best red eye and leave the bottle.
Yes, sir.
Mommy!
Or not. Batman is examining the platinum bullet Shame left behind.
Just as I suspected, Robin. An ordinary lead bullet coated with platinum paint. It's no help at all.
Everybody in Gotham buys platinum paint all the time. It's so common every drugstore carries it. No possible lead there. They start asking themselves why Shame would be building a high-performance engine.
I've got it. He probably wants to enter a car in the Gotham City Grand Prix next month for the $100,000 prize.
They think that's his big criminal plan? Take a chance that his car wins and he can get the prize? I think Robin slipped a gear.
Good thinking, old chum. Now, if you were building a super engine, what else would you need?
A special camshaft and valve lifters.
And Batman slipped one with him to preserve unity in the team. They're on the right track, though, for the wrong reasons. Batman decides to set a trap.
Hot Rod Harry, Dean of Gotham City's disc jockeys, the man who knows all there is to know about cars. Please, get me radio station KGC.
As Bruce Wayne, he convinces Harry to put out an announcement to the effect that he has just upgraded his limousine with special camshaft and lifters that make it go 298 miles per hour. Shane takes the bait. He also takes something else.
I'm gonna borrow that radio from you, because I gotta hear that there disc jockey fella and get some more of them hot rod tips. All right, amigos. Let's go.
Sticking a gun in the kid's face was one thing, but taking his radio is just too much.
Hey, wait a minute. Come back, Shame. Come back, Shame. Shame, come back.
If you don't get that reference, I envy you. And we're gonna beat it until it's bruised and bloody and unrecognizable, and then we're gonna beat it some more. It's why his name is Shame, so they can do that one line over and over and over and over and over. To set up the trap, Bruce and Dick drive to a lingerie shop where they're appropriately embarrassed and tongue-tied.
What sort of lingerie?
Well, it's, I think one would, how would you say it, Dick?
Well, it's like it's...
He wants a full slip, size 38, white and washable.
Oh, merci, madame.
Yes.
Neither of them was capable of just reading what was on the paper or even handing the paper to the lady. Annie to the rescue. And in that get-up and with a name like that, there's no chance she has anything to do with Shame. Just a passing citizen who jumped in to help.
Well, thank you, Miss,
Okay, Annie.
Miss Annie.
Aren't you millionaire Bruce Wayne? And aren't you his youthful ward, Dick Grayson?
I'm going to tell you something that may shock you. Nobody really talked like that. She asks them for help.
Oh, merci, monsieur.
Do you need some money?
No, just a lift over to Point View Street. I mean, I couldn't ask just anyone, but I reckon on account of you're so trustworthy because of all those nice things I read in the paper about what your foundation does.
I think we could arrange that, can't we, Dick?
She's wearing a pair of pistols. They don't seem surprised by this.
We sure
I
can.
could just kiss you for that. Oh, here, hold this. Come on, let's go.
And she's carrying a repeating rifle. This also doesn't seem to surprise him, except when she asked Dick to hold it and he didn't seem to know how. They drive toward Annie's destination when they encounter a roadblock. Road construction budgets were tight. They used whatever unskilled labor they could find.
So, boss. Come on, bossy. Come on.
What's a nice cow like you doing in a place like this?
Dick appears to be hitting on a cow. I don't want to think about the implications of that.
Reach.
I think even the cow has a gun.
Now, you keep your hands raised, don't fuss an inch. You might live a while longer. Get it?
Got it?
Good.
Ugh, yet another movie reference. That one is from the 1955 Danny Kaye film, The Court Jester. It got to be a cliche pretty quickly, and movie cliches seem to be our stock and trade this episode. And by the way, that's not the only time we'll hear that one either. They didn't beat it to death, but they gave it 2 cauliflower ears and a bloody nose.
All right, let's split.
Cowboy talk.
Why didn't we try to stop them?
They did exactly as I'd hoped.
But now we're stuck here.
Watch. I had the remote control unit keep the bat cycle at a safe distance. It's been following us all the time.
It's gotten some nice upgrades since the movie. I guess Alfred will have to ride piggyback with Dick.
Amazing. But what if someone sees us on the bat cycle?
We're only a mile away from the secret entrance to the Batcave.
Allow me, sir.
Thank you. And I know a circuitous route over a deserted path.
No, he had the foresight to bring the Alf cycle too. If he'd had the foresight to throw their costumes in there, he wouldn't have had to worry about circuitous routes. But that's their other secret. They can't put the costumes on by themselves. It has to be done by that gadget on the bat poles.
I took the precaution of coating the limousine's tires with an infrared bat dust, which glows by day as well as by dark. But you must look at it through the Batmobile's specially tinted windshield.
Ordinary infrared dust won't do. It has to be bat dust.
Batman and Robin won't know where we are or where to find us. Them two is long gone over the hill.
Here comes the hay burner.
Shame says, no guns. I don't want a chance a stray bullet hitting the truck.
We ain't got a chance against the dynamic duo. Leastwise, not without guns.
Talking to you is like talking pig Latin to a donkey.
As opposed to a pig. Obviously, they understand pig Latin.
We got 'em outnumbered, 3.5 to 2.
I doubt he's going to be snuggling up to Annie tonight. With that, it's fight time. Hey, he said no guns.
Mr. Shane,
Yeah, what do you want, Andy?
my radio.
Well, beat it.
Is that Batman and Robin on the floor?
No, it's the Human Torch and Toro.
Yeah, what about it?
Did you hurt them?
No, I didn't hurt him. Now, come on, Mr. Pecos kid. We're just doing a little show here for the TV.
That's the best he can come up with? I think his name should be Lame. Maybe that's what I'll call him from now on.
We're just doing a little play acting. Now, come on.
But where's the cameras?
Well, it's hidden, so it won't be in the way like you are. Now, come on, go. Skedaddle. Come on.
Okay.
Okay. Just because your guns are real minor toys, you think you can push me around?
I'll bet you uns are probably wondering what all this is for.
That thought did cross my mind.
Pretty soon, I'm gonna shoot this trusty six-shooter of mine, and when I do, a herd of cattle's gonna come stomping this way in a mighty big hurry.
Holy stampede!
Brilliant deduction, Robin. Needless to say, they're right in the path of the coming stampede, about to do a Mufasa.
Shame on you, Shame.
Watch your tongue.
Batman looked like he was trying to there for a second. Shame fires his pistol and the gang sets off the stampede. Will the dynamic duo be made into hamburger?
Have Batman and Robin at last bitten the dust? Is this the big casino? Are the dynamic duo heading for the last roundup? If you have the intestinal fortitude to learn the answer to these questions, tune in tomorrow. Shame time, Shame Channel.
That was good, I have to give him that. But that's about all I can give him. Once again, we get a villain who's fully formed and everybody has seen him before and knows who he is and what he's about. Except us. What's his deal? And why is a supposedly civilized city like Gotham letting people walk around with a brace of six-shooters on their hips, presumably without permits? Bruce, Dick, the French clerk in the lingerie shop, nobody was shocked when Annie walked in with a rifle. Now, granted, we hadn't had things like the mass shootings we've had in recent decades, but we had gun laws, and someone walking around like Annie would have attracted a lot of attention. I can't buy any of this. It's all a setup for movie cliches that just fall flat. And that's not just my 50 years later opinion. When this first appeared, I hated it. I thought it was the stupidest one they had done yet, and it was neither funny nor entertaining. I couldn't buy the kid at all, even though I'd never heard of the movie Shane, so I didn't know what they were trying to spoof. I just knew it didn't work. In any case, Batman and Robin are about to be trampled, and we've got to know if that kid ever gets his radio back. So stay tuned. I'm Irving, and I'm an Adamaniac.